right, I want to welcome everybody here to the brand new I2G first call of the year. Guys, we are absolutely exploding with everything that we've got going on here right now with I2G. As you can see, we are in from around the globe here tonight. People are pouring in from all over. I2G is breaking all the records, guys, all the records. You do all the due diligence you want. Tonight we've got a special call going on with the CEO, Mr. Rick Mikey. He's absolutely been on fire. We just had him out in Long Beach. We've had him all around. He's got his office getting ready to open in Hong Kong. Guys, we have got stuff going on, and without further ado, I'm going to turn this call over to Mr. Rick Mikey, the CEO of I2G. It's my pleasure to announce. Rick, are you on?
I am, Dave, and thank you very much for hosting tonight, and welcome to the call, everyone. I apologize. I've got a bit of a cold tonight and have been traveling, so tonight we're not going to simulcast this on I2G Touch, but the next corporate update call we will broadcast live like we always do. I wanted to get this call out now because I felt like it was really important because we've had such an incredible start for this company. People look at what we're doing and they just shake their heads. They can't understand why, why people are gravitating to this and why it's growing as fast as it is. But before I jump into that, Happy New Year, everyone. It is a new year, and it's a lot of new, exciting stuff coming with the company that, is just going to propel us into the future. Someone was just sharing with me a few minutes ago that, that they had listened to a corporate call from another company, and they got on and talked about how they'd done over $300 million this past year in sales, and I think that's incredible. They did over $300 million, and it took them 5 years to get there. We're going to pass that number in 2014 because of the leadership that we've got on this call, and that'll be our first full year in business. And we're getting a lot of attention. We're getting a lot of attention because great things are happening. We're setting revenue records and we're setting income records for distributors. And, that's exciting for us to see that happen. It means that we're doing something that's so radically different that people are gravitating to it. People are tired of the same old program over and over and over where, they want to grow their business around the world, but they can't grow it any faster than what the company can expand it. And with a company like I2G, we're able to expand it around the world with several things that, that people really want. And one is social media. Everybody's on social media today, so we've got something that fits into pretty much everyone's life around the globe. And then, of course, outside the U.S., we've got our online gaming platform, and people are having a blast with that, and that's growing every single month. So, we're giving people what they want, but we're going to continue to give them more, and I'll discuss that a little bit here, in the next few minutes. But as I said, we're setting some great records. The first month, when we got opened up, it took us 8 months to get there, and we opened up in August and got it launched, and we had a solid month. I mean, we had one of the probably the better first months that the companies could possibly have, getting out of the gate. But the last 4 months of the year, we averaged over $3 million a month in sales, and that I don't know that that's ever been done before in the industry. We in November had our first earner over $300,000 in a month. Now I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just putting it out there as a fact that we're seeing some great things. We also have a lot of people that aren't making any money, and the reason people aren't making any money is just because of the effort that's there. And we have to do a better job to help those people to make sure that they can have success too, because you get out of this business like any other. You get out of it what you put into it, and we want people to put the effort in. If you put the effort and the time in, great things can happen. I told somebody if I could just have 100,000 people making $2,500 a month, I'd be a happy guy. And the truth is that's where we want to be. Is we want to have a lot of people making good money, and if we do that, that means we're going to have a bunch of people making great money, and there's still going to be a lot of people making extraordinary money, but everybody's going to be happy as we grow the company. And all we have to do is we have to keep doing things the right way, make good decisions, and continue to make good decisions to grow as we move forward, and that's what we're working on. So this first 5 months has been a whirlwind. There's been a lot of things that have occurred, a lot of leaders coming up in markets all around the world. I'd say today we're probably in 25 plus countries, only because that's all we're in right now. we could be in more, and we're actually doing language translations now in quite a few new countries that will be coming up, sometime in the first 30 to 60 days of this year. You'll see, more countries open up because we've got leadership opening up there. Now, if you've got countries that you've got people in that are really going to grow, we're not going to go out and do translations for markets that you hope that someday to go to, but when we see leadership start to pop up in markets, we're going to go and we're going to do the translations for those markets and get them open so that we can start doing business there. And so, some of the bigger markets around the world, you're going to see a lot of things happening very quickly. You're going to see a lot happening in Europe during this first quarter. You're going to see a lot happening in South America during this first quarter. And of course, Asia is still growing. North America is still growing. We're growing around the world, but, we're going to really be focusing heavy on continuing to develop those new markets. Now, you heard Dave mention that we just had an incredible event in California, and we did. If you told me that we would have an event, 3 or 4 days before Christmas and have it be a big success, I was actually pretty skeptical about that. And, they told me that we would have a handful of people for the Friday opportunity. They exceeded that number. They had 3 times the people there that they anticipated. They told me on Saturday for the training, they gave me a number, and they exceeded that. They doubled it. And then when it came to the party on Saturday night where we handed out all the big checks, they tripled the number of people that they anticipated. They had so many people show up that we ran out of food, and we had to bring more food in to accommodate everyone. And so, I really got to give all the credit to our leadership out there in California and field for the job that they've done, because we've got some incredible people out there that are doing just a bang-up job, and their teams are growing and flourishing, and, that's what you want to see happen. And so for them to go out and say, okay, let's do an event, at Christmas time, and to pull it off and to have the success and, to give them the momentum that they wanted. And I want to just give you an idea of how serious people are and how motivated they are. We just finished up yesterday, the end of the year, but it was also obviously the end of December. And so just to finish that period off, you've got to understand that we posted commissions at 5 o'clock Central Time last Friday. And so that ended the pay week. And so last Friday was the 27th. So starting at 5 o'clock on the 27th until yesterday on the 31st, the company did over $1 million in sales in just those 4 days. And the reason for that is because people are out there working hard. Now, a lot of people took off during that 4-day period. It was between Christmas and New Year's. It was a time to relax. It was a time to rest. And for those of you on the call that did that was great. But understand that the difference between making a living and making a great income, like some of the people are, is what they did during that 4-day period. So there were some people put in an extraordinary effort during that 4-day period to go create some gigantic sales. They were pushing, going on, people trying to finish up leadership bonuses and finish out the year strong. And so, I applaud each and every one of those people for the job that they did, and to finish the month up extremely strong. And, December was every bit as strong as, October and November. And that's what you want. I mean, we're continuing to grow. We're not flatlining. We're not falling. We're growing. And, again, that is a tribute to the leadership we have in the field all over the world, because you guys are all out there making it happen. And, that's what you do when you want to grow a big team, is you go out and do the extra effort. Now, we're going to put some new things in place that are going to be coming out effective here in January, that are going to help us to move the company forward in a really positive direction. I've had some people ask me some questions about, how does the cap work within the compensation plan, and how do we ensure that the company doesn't overpay? And it's really simple. We pay 65 cents on every dollar that comes in the door. We don't pay any more than that. So when we exceed 65%, then we simply just cut somewhere in the compensation plan that actually starts with level 5 in the matching bonus, and we take 1% at level 5 out of the 10%, and if that doesn't get us to 65%, then it reduces by another percent and so forth until level 5 could actually go to 0. If that doesn't get us to 65%, then we work on level 4 and then level 3, and then that's where it stops. And so, we've been growing so fast and had so many sales coming in that we've been popping that cap periodically. And, for instance, yesterday, all 5 levels of matching bonus got paid out. And so there was nothing, that didn't, they got knocked back on the cap. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that we stay at 65% all the time. And so what we've done is we put some qualifications in on the leadership bonuses that'll make it a little more difficult, but will also make it better long-term for everyone. We actually put a new bronze level in, which is a $5,000 level. Instead of the first bonus being $10,000, there's going to be a $5,000 bronze level going ahead of the silver. It won't share in the, one of the 5% leadership pool, but it will get you a $5,000 bonus. And then the other bonuses will remain the same dollar figures, $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000, and $500,000. So you'll see those go into effect. They'll be online on the website tomorrow. Those are all set up the way they are and done the way they are for the long-term growth of the company, because what we want to make sure happens is that every person in the company is able to earn all 5 levels of matching bonus every week. And if we make the leadership bonuses too easy to achieve, then we have to pull back some of those matching bonuses from everybody in the company, and we don't want to be able to, we don't want to have to do that. We want to make sure that everybody gets every bonus that they have coming to them. And so we don't want to take a handful of people at the top and affect everybody in the company's income. So we just stiffened up those qualifications a little bit, but no changes other than that into the compensation plan, because we've got the best compensation plan in the industry. I mean, we're not paying the money we're paying in commissions by being cheap. We're putting it out there, and I challenge any other legitimate company to say that they're paying 65%. And so we're able to do that, and great things are coming from that. You're going to see some more record incomes once we start announcing. We'll be doing some income disclosure statements here this year, so you'll be able to see, what people are earning in the company. There's going to be a lot of things that we do. We brought on additional people in compliance to help us to make sure that we are not getting people who are saying the wrong things. And so what that basically means is that there's a lot of things that get put up on the internet that we don't see. We're supposed to approve all the videos and audios and all of those things that go online. And a lot of folks, they get excited and they post things and they don't get them approved. And sometimes they put things up that aren't exactly accurate. And so it's our job to make sure that those things don't stay up there so that the wrong information is not perpetuated out in the field. And so with our folks in compliance, they're going to be really working hard, especially during the month of January, to make sure that the wrong message is not being conveyed out there in the field. And so what we'll do is we'll simply, have them continually review everything you see on YouTube and other locations on the internet. And if we find something that's either, audio or video or in print that's incorrect, we'll simply contact those distributors and we'll ask them to either correct it or remove it, so that we can continue to grow, because that's important for all of you here at the company, because this is a long-term opportunity where people have a long-term vision, but we can't let the excitement of a few people out there saying the wrong things cause us a problem that affects your long-term opportunity as well. If somebody's out there just making a misstatement about the company and guaranteeing incomes and making it all sound too good to be true, then we're going to stop that. And that's important, and that's why we have legal counsel to help us to keep that, policed. And so the new folks in compliance will be on that every single day. And so, if you get contacted by the company, please contact us back, because we're going to ask you to, correct what's up there. And sometimes some of you just grab videos from somewhere else or grabbed a recording or what have you and put it up there. And just because it was somebody else's recording doesn't necessarily mean that their information was accurate either. So again, we're not upset with anybody for what's up online in different places, but we're going to correct it. We're going to do an even better job this year of making sure that we are as compliant as possibly can be for the long-term future of where we're taking this company, because this is a big deal. I mean, this is hundreds of millions of dollars a year that will be paid out in commissions, not just in sales, but be paid out in commissions, and we want all of you to get your share of that. And to do that, we've got to make sure that this company is long-term, and to make sure it's long-term, we've got to make sure that we're doing everything according to the letter of law in all the countries. So we're going to be very serious about that to make sure that it all gets taken care of and handle. So if you get contacted, please contact us back, and we'll work with you to get it all taken care of. So, great things there just to make the opportunity better. Now, something else that's coming, we've got a whole group of new enhancements coming as well to I2G Touch. You'll start seeing stuff coming this week, and next week and the week after, you'll see more things coming. Of course, we've got our new music feature coming later this month. So, and that's outside of Touch, but you're going to see some great features that are going to blow you away that we haven't even talked about in the past. And the nice thing is depending upon the level that you're at, you're going to get most of those. They're not going to cost you anything. In fact, if they're pieces that fit in at the novice level, you automatically get them. They cost you no more. If they're pieces that are part of what you would get at the player level, you get those. They don't cost you any more. The same thing with high roller. The same thing. Of course, it's always the same thing with the Emperor. People ask me, they say, Rick, why? Can you justify the Emperor package? Why is it $5,000 and is it really worth it? And the answer is yes, it is, and here's why. That package is simply a master license for all of our technology platform. You get it all. Not only do you get everything that we have today, but you get everything we develop in the future. You get that as well at no additional cost to you. And so since there's already been $20 million spent developing this platform, and of course that's a moving number because there's still more money being invested every week in the company, to develop, more features with that. So, and with a valuation of over $200 million on that particular company, we have no problem justifying what that platform is worth. And again, of course, it's getting bigger and bigger every day, and you're going to be getting more features starting this week. So we're excited about what's going on with I2G Touch and where that is going. And then the next thing I wanted to discuss as well is I heard Dave mention at the top of the call that we had something going on in Hong Kong, and that's true. The new Hong Kong office launch will be the 18th of this month. So if any of you happen to be in the Hong Kong area, or if you'd love to go to Hong Kong, we'd love to see you over there. Because we're going to be opening up the new office there on Victoria Harbor. We've probably got the best view of any network marketing company's office in the entire in Hong Kong, and we put in a great office for regional Asia Pacific office for our distributors to come visit. For our China distributors to come across the border to do things, for the Hong Kong people to do meetings, and that is our office for that part of the world. And so, if you are in the area or would love to come, we'd love to see you in Hong Kong for that launch. We expect a great one. There will not be huge numbers of people there, but we'll accomplish everything we want to, which is to kind of announce our presence in Asia and let people see how great things are going to be with I2G. So again, that's January 18th in Hong Kong, and all that information will be sent to you via email and will be on the website. So just watch for that. So to give you an idea of what's going to happen, January it's going to be business as usual. There's going to be a lot of new features added. We're going to continue to grow. We'll get you an update next week on how many Emperors are left. I can tell you that, there were about 2,500 left. I'm going to guess that number is probably closer to 2,000 now. I don't know what that final number is. And once that package is closed out, of course, there'll be a new package that has nothing to do with that particular program, but there'll still be, another package that comes out. But we know that one will sell out, and it's going to sell out sooner rather than later. It may sell out during the month of January. We just don't know. It may be February, but that'll get sold out, and then the next, what I call phase 2 is coming right behind that, and it's going to be equally as exciting, if not even more exciting, and people are going to, gravitate to what we're doing with that as well. So we've got a long-term plan for where we want to take the company, what we want to do with it, and of course, we want to continue to create these massive revenues and the massive amounts of commissions that are being done, but really what we want to do is we want to bring you the best technology we possibly can. We want to give you a company that's got the customer service that you're proud of, and we want to give you a company that you're proud to represent. And I know that we can do that. Angela and I and the rest of the management team are excited about what's been going on and where we're going. You're going to see us out in the field quite a bit. Angela and Doyce and Lawrence and I will all be in Hong Kong, for the office launch there. And we'll be bringing Lawrence up and introducing him. A lot of you haven't had a chance to hear from him yet. You get to do that in Hong Kong. We'll have him on some of the future corporate update calls, and so there's a lot going on with the company today, and the future is incredible. If you told me in August that we were going to be able to grab the leadership that we already have and get them to gravitate to us, and to continue to get new leaders coming up, and literally on every continent, that's something that we wouldn't have anticipated happening this fast. But it has. We've been able to handle that growth. We've been able to handle those commissions. We've been able to make the I2G touch, get it delivered to the people, make all of that work. And we've got big plans for what we're going to do. I mean, a little later this year, you're going to see something that's never been done before. Before our first anniversary hits, you'll see a global launch on 4 continents within the same month. We'll actually be doing a North American launch, a South American launch, a European launch, and an Asian launch, where we will be doing 4 major events on 4 continents in a 4-week period, 4 or 5-week period. Really kicking this company off around the globe. Even though we're already open, we're already doing business, we'll announce ourselves in a big way, and that's never been done by any company in their first year. And we're going to do that at I2G, and we want you all to be a part of that. We're going to be running all sorts of new promotions as we move this year forward, that are going to, allow you to go on luxury trips. Some of those will actually be coming to those launch events as we do that. There's just going to be a lot of pieces to this to add, and it's going to be our way of giving back to you, because we're so excited about what's happened, to this point, and we're excited about where we're going. And we take this very seriously. This is not a toy for us. This is not a game for us. This is a real business. We've got good counsel to help us, grow it. We'll bring on even more people, in legal and so forth as we move into additional countries to make sure that we're doing everything right in each country, and staying abreast of, making sure that we stay abreast of all the new laws that are coming out, and staying compliant, because that's going to be important for the long-term future of where we take this company. And, we're excited about it. We're excited about where we're going. We're excited about having each and every one of you from your location on board with us, because, 2014 is going to be an incredible year. I mean, if 2013 were an indicator, as I said, we will blow past the numbers of that 5-year company and do it during the year 2014. And I don't think we can do it. I know we can do it. Never before have I seen this type of leadership assembled in such a short period of time. I mean, we've got a who's who of successful people on board with us, and great people are joining every day. And I honestly believe that the top earner of this company still has not joined, probably has still not heard about this opportunity. And that bodes well for all of you on this call, because, that means you may go recruit that top earner, and that's what we want to have happen. Who knows, you may be that top earner. You're just not in that top earner position yet. So let's go out. Let's make 2014 the best year ever. Let's take 2014 by storm. Let's make it our year. Let's go out. Let's go make some incredible things happen. And I promise when we do it, I'll see you all at the top. I want to thank you for being on the call tonight. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next corporate update call, which will be simulcast live on I2G Tech. Thank you all, and have a good day and good night.
All right. Thanks so much, Rick, and thanks, everybody. And as we unmute everybody, please go ahead and sign off. Let us know where you're at and what you thought. Let's rock and roll.